Alright, number 51, division of two rational expressions. Remember, there's no such thing as division, it's multiplying by the reciprocal. Okay, so I'm going to kind of do several steps here at once. I'm going to take my first fraction, and I'm going to factor it. X and 3 and 4 and plus and plus. And the denominator x minus 3x plus 3. I'm going to change it to multiplication and put the x minus 4 on top and the x plus 4 on the bottom. It's kind of nice to throw those binomials in parentheses to understand that this is all one multiplication up here and down here, because multiplying you go straight across with fractions. I'm going to look for stuff that cancels out and simplifies away, making ones out of all of those cancelings. And there's my simplified form. And x cannot equal anything that was ever in the denominator. Alright. Next problem. Add these two fractions together so we get a common denominator. To do that, I've got to look at all of my factors of my denominators first. So the fraction on the right has to be factored as a difference of two squares. And now I see it has two factors in it, and then the first fraction is missing the x plus 3. So I multiply it by this weird version of 1, x over 3 over x over 3, or x plus 3 over x plus 3. Carrying out the multiplication on the top left fraction, I get 2x plus 6. Then I'm going to add on the 2 from the other fraction, and I can do that now because they both have the same denominator. And then I'm going to add like stuff in the top. And I am finished. You take a 2 out of the top and let it sit there as a factor, but that's all you can do. Finally, problem 54, we have a complex fraction. We've got 1 over x minus 3 over 2x divided by 4 over 3x minus, I believe it's 3 over 4x. So I'm going to bust this thing out here and do it on a blank page. Alright, the way I would do this is I would look at all my denominators, 3x, 4x, x, and 2x, and I'd say, well, what would be the common denominator for all of these? And I think it'd be a 12x, because 12 is divisible by 3, 4, and 2. Why is 12 divisible by those? Because 12 is 2 times 3. So it has a 4 in it, 2 times 2. It has a 2 in it, and it has a 3 in it. It has all the factors. So my common denominator, if I was to get it for all of these fractions, it would be 12x. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the top times 12x and the bottom times 12x. Now on top here I have a binomial, so that thing has to get distributed to each numerator, and I get 12x over x, that's the 1 times 12x, minus 36x over 2x, that's 3 times 12x. On the denominator, I take my 12x distributed to 4. That's 48x over 3x minus 36x over 4x. And the reason I use 12x again is because every denominator goes into it evenly. And so this simplifies to just 12. And this simplifies to just 18. Down below, it looks like this simplifies to 16, and this simplifies to 9. And so I end up 12 minus 18, negative 6 over 25. And I think that was our last problem. So I'll get these things up online. Hope they help out. Remember, this thing is due on the day of your final, which is Wednesday this week, so you got a couple days.